What are all the things we need to consider to develop an AI based product? Okay, so fundamentally if we ask like what are the things that we, first of all we need to ask ourselves this question whether AI is needed, right? So like mostly people go behind AI because they think that AI can do something which which is like not possible with any other algorithms and things like that, just because they have seen this one research output or one like sample video or a screenshot demo or something like that, and they think that that algorithm can do things in a in a much better way, right? So that is the first problem. But in reality there are several issues, or there are really good there are good AI algorithms that can get several things done in a much better way, but there are several more algorithms which are limited in a fashion. So here the first thing that you have to think about is properly define your requirements and try to see if the algorithm fits your requirements. If the algorithm does not fit your requirement, then you have to look for another algorithm. Just don't go for AI just for AI's sake, but try to see if if your AI algorithm or your AI tool that you are planning to use really fits your need. Now suppose, let's say you have a problem, and if you have a problem statement and the solution for which is you have found a good AI tool, or AI is the solution for that problem, then the fundamental thing that you have to look at is, first of all, you have to collect data. Basically collect data to make sure to find the boundaries of your AI algorithm, right? What is it good at, what is it working well in, what are the use cases or edge cases in which it is not working well, what are the situations in which it may throw off and give a bad response. These are the main things that you have to look at. That is one thing that is very important. At least have a very small, you can start small and then build upon it, but at least start small and have these edge cases defined. That's one thing that you have to essentially do. Once you have that in process, then basically you have to engineer your product around that AI tool, right? For example, look at the case of OpenAI. So if you look at OpenAI, they have two modes of interfacing. One is they have an API response, and then they have a streaming response. So if you are using a very advanced model, the response may take like 20 seconds or 25 seconds. A general user who is looking at your application is he's seeing that loading screen for 25 seconds, and after 25 seconds an answer pops up, which is not a good user interface, right? But that is the limitation of the tool. So what can you do to overcome it? You have to use the streaming mode. So when you are using the streaming mode, your answers will start coming up on screen letter by letter or character by character. So when that happens, the user is getting immediate feedback, and he is getting really good response in a good way. And then you have to place action buttons in the UI in such a way that they correspond to the immediate requirement of the user. For example, just a regenerate button, or okay, I like this response button, things like that. And this applies across the board. For example, let's say stable diffusion, for that matter. If you are generating images, then we should know what the user likes, right? So it will be really good if you could add a button which says more images like this. So out of the 4 options that they get, if they can pick just one image and they can say more like this, you can generate more similar images and then give to the user. So that will give immediate user feedback and will improve upon it. So right now we are at this stage where you can think of AI as a good tool to use for solving your problem, but just like every other tool, it has limitations. So we need to understand the limitations or define the limitations. Similarly, it is a very powerful tool that can do a lot of things. So that also you have to make it easy for the user to understand this use case, and make it easy for the user to really use the tool, and repeatedly do repeated actions and make it very easy for them and very very comfortable for them. So just summarizing, what I would like say is do proper requirement analysis, make sure that your AI tool is the right fit for the right solution for the problem. Make sure you identify the edge cases and make sure that that is all taken care of, and then build your user interface in such a way that your user feels comfortable, and the user can actually point the tool or direct the tool in the right direction to generate whatever that the user needs or get what he wants done. So that's what I look for.